Goldie, amazing season for you in 2015. You had a heap of accolades. It was fantastic for you, but how do you go about replicating that this season?
I think it's just about looking at the areas for improvement. I think any player can say they have the perfect season, and so there's always that room for improvement, and that's sort of what you got to sit down with the coaches at the end of the year and sort of outline what those areas are, and then that's where you look to get the improvement. That's where you look to carry on from the year before.
Obviously, take amazing confidence from last year.
Yeah, definitely. I think the last probably 3 or 4 years, the confidence has definitely built a lot, and that definitely leads into the pre-season, and you have a good pre-season and the confidence builds again. So that's sort of the key, is to keep that momentum and keep that confidence up.
Do you feel like you can keep it getting even better? You're 27 now, but I don't know if you can get much better. But what do you think?
Oh, definitely. I think they say that rucks start to come into their prime at 28. So I'm starting to get there now. But I think it's one of those things that every day I rock up to the club, I'm looking to improve and looking to get better, and this year's no exception. I think if you relax on last year's accolades, and it's not going to help the side. And the one thing we're looking for is a premiership. So I think all of us are going to look to improve to achieve that.
Do you feel like the removal of the subs rule will change things up from an opposition perspective? They might try and bring in potentially 2 ruckmen and try and wear you down. How do you think things will change in that regard?
I think it allows teams to bring another ruckman in, and also gives opportunities to younger ruckmen as well. Because I think when I got drafted, there was just the 4 on the bench, and I think I was playing about 30% game time. So it allows that a little bit more flexibility, and I think maybe give another big man a chance. But I think all the sides are still going to be feeling out and see how it goes. I think a lot of sides will still be looking for the runner early on, but I reckon as we come into the final stuff, maybe a second tall won't hurt.
I guess that opens the door for Majak Dor or Braden Bruce. How do you see those guys' development, and how much would they potentially help you coming off the bench?
Oh, I think they both developed really well, and they're both coming up against me every day at training. They're both improving greatly each week. So I think it's just about adding strings to your bow, and that they can both go forward and have a bit of an impact. And I think that's what sides are looking for. So I think if the coaches decide to go that way, then I think they'll both be ready to go. And I think Braden's improving his fitness levels so far has been incredible. So I think if they want to go that way, he'll be ready to go.
You potentially get more attention from the opposition this year, given your outstanding year last year. How do you tackle that? Do you have to change your approach to the game at all?
Not really. I think the things that I hold strongly to my game are things that it doesn't really matter who I'm coming up against and what they do against me. So I'm sure that teams will put a bit of focus in there, but I can't really worry about that. It's about doing things I do well. It's about following up and tackling and that defensive stuff, which it doesn't matter who you come against, they can't stop you. So that's going to be probably the basis of my game, and I guess I'll see what other clubs throw up at me after that.
And can you believe that there's only a month to go until we take on the Saints in Wangaratta of all places?
No, I can believe it, because pre-season's been it felt like it's gone forever, but no, we're looking forward to it. I think you can only do so much out running and game sense stuff out on the track. It's you need to hone your skills against genuine opposition, and I think the boys are raring to go for that, and bring on a month's time.
For a fan that's never experienced pre-season training like this, just describe how tough it is. I mean, I imagine it's even tougher than the season itself.
Oh, absolutely. It feels like it goes for longer, even if it doesn't actually. But it's just about to be able to perform the level that we do on a week-to-week basis during the season. It doesn't come without that grueling work. And I think every year you sort of think, I can't do a harder pre-season, then you turn up and it gets even harder. So it's just a lot of unrewarded running, a lot of I think through January, when there's no real goal in mind, because you just sort of the games are still over a month away. So I think it's getting through this period now is mentally hard, and we're all very goal orientated. So once the season started, the running's a lot easier because you're trying to win for a premiership. But at the moment, it's sort of hard to keep focus on that, and I think it's quite grueling at the moment mentally.